Hello and welcome back to my channel and back to Genshin Impact. So, I hope and I think that this is the final part of the Tatara Tales questline. It is called the last act, so I'm going to assume it's the last act. So we're going to get straight into it and talk to our good friend Xavier. The purification device, backup components, a map of our route, and the data from our beacons. I believe that's everything. Hold on, let me check my memo and see if anything is missing. Beacon data, route map, backup components, purification device. Don't be nervous, we've got this. My apologies. This is my first time entering this area. Usually my realm is logistics and data. And at most, I would operate machines remotely. I'm really in over my head this time. It's like trying to drive a duck up a ramp. Have you ever heard that Liu saying? It basically means asking someone to do something beyond their ability. Though I'm not sure what's so difficult about getting a duck up a ramp. Ah, ducks, such elegant, gentle creatures. The sight of them gliding silently along the mirror-sheen waters of Fontaine comes to mind most strikingly at this moment. Alright, let's go. If this device works normally, it should be able to constantly purify the Tatarigami energy in a small area around it. This way, we should be able to enter the disaster zone together. We'll stick to our previous plan. You deal with the Fatui and I'll deal with the Mikage furnace. Let's go. Okay. Right, we have to go up. I guess if I go to that bridge there. And then go around. That should be... Oh no. I can't get to that bridge from here. I'll see if I can get there through here. If not, I'll just have to teleport around. Screw it. I'm just gonna teleport. No, that's not... Okay, no. We gotta do it this way.
I'll protect us.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Ouch.
Let the show be. Huh?
Okay, here we are. Oh good heavens, this is my first time entering this sort of place without any protective measures. Still, we've actually made it here, so that is good. In fact, it's great. Almost beyond my estimations. Sure you weren't setting them too low? This was as high as my estimations could go for this 11th hour solution. In my estimation, this cobbled together fellow here would have failed us on us halfway through. Afterwards, I would have been rendered unconscious by the Tatarigami energy. Well, either that, or because I'd have scared myself silly. Either way, I kept a small piece of paper in my right trouser pocket. As long as you followed these steps, you'd be able to take me to safety outside. Wait, did I tell you about that piece of paper? You just told me, yes. I must have forgotten in my hurry. Well, never mind, now you know. Alright, I'll check the device one more time and then we can continue. Ah, curses. What happened? Seems like we're now missing about 1, 2, 3 components. They're not key parts, so the device is still working. But if we wish to proceed, we have to find a way to get them back. These components should still be on the path we took to get here. Please help me look for them. I'll be here waiting. Got it. I'll leave it up to you then. I'll be waiting for you here. gonna eat some food. I was about to say, oh no, I don't have much, but then I saw the 93 chickens that I have. Okay. So the path we took.
You'll get frostbite.
Everyone hold hands.
Flash frost.
Don't be scared.
Disgusting.
Okay. Ah. And up we go again. Up the path we definitely took. Hi, you're back. Have you found all the components? I did. There we go. Bravo, I shall repair it immediately. That should do the trick. Let's continue. I know of a spot that shall be most ideal for our final check. A final check. This is both the key step and our proudest moment as a team. Any product must undergo a final phase of tests before it can be released into the market. I mean, those few components did come loose earlier. If we don't check the device again, I cannot help but feel uneasy. Alright, let's proceed, shall we? Suppose we shall. Let's be off. It'd be nice to be able to explore this area when all of the auras are gone. Nothing dropped this time, right? Good, it seems not. This is where we're conducting our final check. Indeed, this is the place. Let's turn our purification device up to full strength right here. However, I must warn you that it can get just a teensy bit noisy when operating at full power. I believe this might displease our Fatui friends around the Mikaki furnace ever so slightly. Do you understand what I mean? I'll take care of them. Indeed, an excellent division of labour. Now allow me to start it up. Let the final check begin.
With all my strength. I see
Killjoy!
everything.
We've only just begun.
I'll protect us. You Blade. Yes.
Looks like I went too far. This isn't good.
Where are you?
This body belongs to ice and snow.
Oof. Those lawless lunatics, try them in court, I say, try them. You're gonna bring them to justice? Of course. Forget fighting these villains, I would prefer to use the law as my weapon. After all, not everyone is so well versed in martial arts that they may solve difficult problems the way that you do. But let's get back on topic. According to the data that the beacon in my hand just gathered, the energy level in this area has fallen greatly. Based on the current state of our device and its performance, I would say it passes the final check. Now we can truly get down to business. Come, let's head to the spot where the real work can begin. It's time to finish this. That's music to my ears. Ah, I see. Oh, don't look at me right now. Don't even try it. This is the spot. The part of the Mikage furnace that stores the core is right above us. My data also indicates that the concentration of tatarigami here is also the highest. As long as this area can be settled, the Mikage furnace's systems can start running again, which will return everything to normal. Finally, we're at this step. I must say, I'd quite like to have used my film camera to record our actions here. It's a shame that you can't. That's alright, I can find some people to reenact the events that transpired here. The name of this film? Now, I've heard that Inazumans often call their stories something something tales. Don't do it, buddy. As such, a fitting name for this film would be Tatara Tales. Bravo, yes, Tatara Tales it shall be. Alright then, you know the drill, traveller. I'll handle the Fatui. And I'll deal with the Mikage furnace. This exchange between us will surely become an iconic moment in the film. Well, start the device once you're ready. Then let us give Tatara Tales the perfect ending it deserves. Before I start, I am going to feed up my poor Nilu again. There we go. You die first, so.
Go, Barbara, go!
Oh no.
Stay put! Go, Barbara, go! Let the show begin. Hey! Here!
My work. They are finished.
Where are you? I see everything! Mercy! Got you!
No escape.
Hey! All my strength!
Your debt can't run.
Got you! Go, Barbie!
This body.
Whew. Wow, that was closer than I expected it to be. I remember getting absolutely screwed up by that. It's finally over. The Mikage furnace should have resumed operation. Let's head to the top and see what the situation is like. Is there a thingy that I can just tap? Will you take me to the top? No. Lovely. I guess I'll teleport and go from there. Even that's not high enough. I'm sure I can get that from here.
Where are you?
Nope. This is taking us higher. I'm sure this is the way. Oh, there's some Onikabuto. Not really surprised. This is like the highest concentration of Electra I've ever seen. Jeez. Ta-da! The Tatarigami has thinned out so much as to be harmless. Looks like the Mikage furnace is back in business. If those Fatui want to get their hands on the Tatarigami energy, then the only way they can do it now is to use those cannons to fire on the Mikage furnace directly. But since that would be tantamount to an act of war, I doubt they would do it, no matter how insane they might be. Let's hope so. Regardless, the Mikage furnace is safe for now, so neither we nor this island's treasures are about to get blown sky high anytime soon. I'm looking forward to watching Tatara Tales. I'll be sure to do justice to your image through this film. I might also have to hone my craft a little by making a few short films. But of course, this is all talk for later. That soldier named Toranosuke promised me commensurate remuneration for completing this task. Let's return now and claim our commensurate remuneration from our fine soldier friend. Okay. It's always nice when they're right on top of the waypoint. The Mikage furnace is back to normal already, huh? Oh, you already know? Your deeds at the Mikage furnace have already been reported to me. Why didn't you help out more directly? I cannot take any action without orders from Sir Hanbei. Alright, alright. I imagine that our good man here must have his fair share of troubles, what with having a superior who values rigorous process so highly and all. What's more, I suspect that our previous actions only went over so smoothly due to the aid of this Mr. Hanbei. And of course, it's not as if this soldier was of no help to us at all. After all, those few doors... Thank you for your help, Mr. Xavier. Well, it was mainly the work of this traveller. If not for them, I doubt that I would have achieved anything at all. Is that so? Thank you, traveller. I apologize for my previous attitude towards you. Thank you again for protecting this island. Just doing my part. Don't be so humble. If it weren't for you, I would have been stuck outside just watching events play out. However, I do have a question for you, Mr. Soldier. I recall you telling me previously that your most rigorous superior had to return to the city to hand in those most complicated documents. I imagine it was a terribly grueling ordeal. But now that the Mikage furnace is returned to normal, I wonder where he might be. Well, as to what Sir Hanbei is busy with, one of our superiors, a man named Mikoshi Genjiro, came by earlier to ask me for a detailed report. After listening to my report, Sir Mikoshi Genjiro became quite interested in this matter. According to what he said afterwards, our mutual superiors have also found Sir Hanbei's work ethic to be quite praiseworthy. They have thus decided to appoint Sir Hanbei to the post of foreign attaché to Sumeru. I have heard that he will be staying there, ensuring that the most vital supply line of mushrooms between Inazuma and Sumeru shall remain open and smooth. A most critical role indeed. Of course, Sir Hanbei is perfect fit for such a key post. Sir Hanbei is presently awaiting orders in the city, waiting for the right time to set off. Ah, that's wonderful. Good for him. Still, having lost such a fine gentleman, however shall we fill the gaping void that is his now vacant post? I recommended a few people suited to the job. It was decided that a craftsman named Yosuke would be in charge of all future maintenance on the Mikage furnace. Ah, that sets my heart at ease, but still, let us not speak of that anymore. Now then, Mr. Soldier, please give my share of the remuneration to this traveller as well. Ah yes, traveller, this is also for you. Please take it. This is a blueprint that I previously purchased from a certain craftsman. I had plans to bring this blueprint back to my homeland as a souvenir, but it seems that I shall be staying in Inazuma for a while. I doubt that I will be returning anytime soon. So I'll give it to you as a gift. Thank you. You're most welcome, my friend. You've been a great help to me. Please allow me to invite you as my first viewer when I've finished Tatara Tales. Oh, and I have another simple favour to ask. Well, that didn't feel like an ending. An ending line. Oh well. That's that.
Take a deep.
And I believe that is this
As if you're about
island.
to blow away.
Shush, shush. That is this island safe once more. I hope you've enjoyed this little saga, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!